So last night we didn't get anything too crazy, but we did get something. We got an update to Counter-Strike 2, and I think even the biggest Valve meat writer would have to say that this Valve was, like a medium update at best, but it was probably just what most people would call a small update with some changes, some relatively small changes coming to the game and coming to some different bug fixes and maps and stuff like that. But there is some interesting changes. There is one change especially that I think will have, a pretty big impact on a certain map in CS2, but there's also all kinds of other stuff to talk about surrounding this update. And is this all we are going to get for the month of July? And could something even bigger be coming very soon? That's what we're going to be talking about today and much more. But first, just want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, you should definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We've been buying all kinds of stuff lately, anything and everything for the right price. Agents, guns, knives, cases, patches, gloves, all kinds of good stuff. If you need money for IRL stuff or maybe just to switch up your inventory or portfolio fast, hit me up. We can probably get a deal done. And of course, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content as well. With that being said, let's get right into this today. So, first up, we have this from Counter-Strike, where they actually tweeted out about the new update. We got the release notes in full. They said, release notes for today are up. We're updating some maps and other miscellaneous items. Here's the change to Dust 2. So I got pretty excited because usually when they post like a Twitter video and get pretty active on Twitter, it genuinely means something like meaningful. It's some kind of a big update, not necessarily a big update or huge update or whatever, but it's at least usually something more than just something little. But I was a little bit disappointed to see this is what was going on, and after I read the patch notes and stuff, but it doesn't mean it's nothing. What the video they tweeted is actually pretty significant. Here's the change to Dust 2. So you can see, obviously, the person walking up, they're going to pull out their knife, and they're going to be able to boost themselves up here. This is crazy. Now you can see, obviously, they can see down to A long, stuff like that. So, they've now added boxes in this little corner in Dust 2 to where you can self-boost. Obviously, previously, to get up here, you could have somebody else crouch down. You could jump on their back. They could boost you up. But now, you can self-boost. This is obviously going to increase just like movability around the map. It's going to decrease the time it takes to get from place to place. It's going to make rotations and moving around much faster, which is going to be pretty crazy. But it's also going to reduce the need for like team coordination and stuff in solo queue. You're not going to need somebody or to rely on your teammate to boost you up on there. I kind of do like this change because it was always stupid that this was a thing that existed, but only if you could actually get another teammate to do it. Because if playing solo queue or Premier or anything like that could be like trying to get your teammates to do anything useful is sometimes a pretty tough task. But now being able to do this yourself, like I said, is going to change stuff. It's going to be very interesting to see how this impacts stuff like solo queue and Premier and everything, but also how this changes Dust 2 the map for the pro scene now that obviously it's back in the rotation, and how it's going to change up the major stuff like that. I think it's actually pretty cool. But again, is it some massive, insane change that is going to make people really excited about a brand new update? No, not necessarily, not just by itself. But here are those release notes in full for this new update that Counter-Strike did push out on, July 22nd, I believe? Yeah, updates for July 22nd, 2024. They modified the crate stack outside CT spawn towards bomb site A. Again, big change. Nuke, clipping adjustments, assembly, updated latest version for the community workshop. Memento, same thing. They added official game servers in London. Cool. Reduced fire effects penetration through thin walls. Added 2024 Copenhagen major trophies to the player profiles. So, JL has his trophy now, which is obviously very funny. It's been a meme for a while. And they whitelisted CS minimap crate output size setting for Counter-Strike 2 workshop tools. So, hey, we didn't get an operation. We didn't get a new case. We didn't get a new knife. We didn't get anything too crazy just yet. But is this all we're getting? Is this the end of the update? Is this it? And I think that's an interesting question here. So obviously we can see the last couple of months. Again, April 25th, we got On the Other Hand, this semi-big update. On May 23rd, we got Fire Sale, this semi-big update. On June 25th, we got the Real MVP, this semi-big update. And now, obviously, the news section of counterstrike.net/news, this update for July 22nd, it didn't get its own section, but this open season from July 16th does have its own section here. So I don't think this update was like the big update that we're going to get for July, but was open season potentially the big thing that Counter-Strike is kind of putting out to us news-wise for the month of July? I don't know. Open season does talk about how last year they announced the broad strokes of new rules for professional Counter-Strike events take effect in 2025. Today we're filling in the details. Click here to see the terms that will be added to the Counter-Strike organizers' license agreements going forward. Counter-Strike is at its best when teams compete on a level playing field, and these new rules are part of our commitment to the long-term health of Counter-Strike as a sport. Our goal is to ensure that professional CS remains an open sport where teams are only limited by their ability, although we expect that there will be some rough edges as we transition to the new requirements. We're excited to see what the future will bring. I don't know. You click here and it doesn't even work, but there's committing to a more open ecosystem in the community, like esports world, stuff like that. Now again, is that the big update we're getting for July? I'm not sure. Again, it doesn't really line up with the 25th, 23rd, 25th thing we've been getting recently. So even though we got this like small, medium update, whatever, last night, could we still be getting one more big update or a bigger update in the month of July? Yes, it's very possible, but maybe we're just going to have to wait for August until that to come out now. I don't really know. It's going to be very interesting to see. Also, Gabe Follower tweeted out some new stuff from this latest patch as well. He said the devs added new trackers for in-game events, player who was hurt, player who attacked, how far the bullet traveled before it hit the player, how many surfaces were penetrated, was the shooter no-scoped, was the shooter jumping. He thinks that these could potentially be information that is going to be getting fed, obviously, into the anti-cheat that Valve and people who are close to Valve and have talked with Valve and stuff claim that they are still actively working on. Obviously, anything new or any enhancements to the anti-cheat or whatever like that would be very, very welcome by the community. People would be very excited about that. So hopefully that is in the works. Hopefully that is going on. But a small little update for that there. Also, here's what that trophy that has now been added to CS2 does look like. I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting, kind of mid, whatever, not really anything too insane, but hey, the players that have rightfully earned their trophy, they now have that to hold their head on. That is pretty cool. Some also other stuff that could potentially be coming to Counter-Strike 2 very, very soon. We talked in the last video about how the twin blade knife is expected to be added to CS2 whenever they do decide to drop that new case on us or whatever, or the new collections or whenever that stuff does come out. But this was earlier in the month as well. Price Empire tweeted in March of 2023, a leak revealed that Counter-Strike bought Anubis and Tuscan for $150,000, but where has Tuscan been? So again, if we do get some kind of new operation or even more just content with maps coming out or game modes or whatever, could Tuscan be added back into CS2 sometime soon? That will be something to keep an eye out for. Again, one-time payment for DE Tuscan, USD 150,000. So that is something that will likely be coming to CS2 at some point. Again, whether it's part of an operation or some other kind of content, we'll have to wait and see. We also did get this a couple of weeks ago as well, something that could be added to a new potential update. This is still a very, very rough work in progress, so this is going to take some time. I'm not expecting this, at any time in 2024 or anything like that, but we don't even know when this new operation or big update or big content or whatever is coming. But CS2 mapper FM Pone, also known as the GOAT, has shown off new photos of CS2 Cache's A site. Cache is one of my all-time favorite maps. I would love to have this added into CS2. Again, FM Pone, obviously everyone knows he does amazing work, does a great job. Here are some screenshots of what he is working on right now for Cache in CS2. Osni also tweeted out a comparison between the last teaser that he posted and where things are at today. Obviously just kind of getting better and better, updating this thing and getting it to a CS2 level style of map, and that is going to be very, very cool to see as well. So again, so far today we just kind of got a small / mid type update. Does that mean that we're not going to be getting anything else for the month of July? I don't think so. Not necessarily. I'm going to be looking out over the next couple of days. I think it's more likely we get maybe some kind of medium / bigger update on Thursday this week. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But there is tons of new content and things that could be coming to CS2 very, very soon. But for now, it seems like this is all we got, which I'm sure people will be pretty disappointed by, and it's not really going to have any big effect on the market. Obviously, the player base has been, steadily dropping throughout the month of July still, so a nice, big, juicy update that gets some people excited about the game again, I think is something I would be very excited about, and I'm sure many people would as well. But for now, we got these changes to Dust 2, and not much else, but hey, what are you going to do? Hopefully some big stuff coming soon. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.